Bentley breakdown assistance with camera from AA. Could I take the registration, please?
We are Backfire,
And this is a Bentley.
Today we are going to become budget millionaires. Now, we all know from inspirational videos, the first step into becoming a millionaire is to feel like a millionaire. So, Johnny, you're dressed like shit.
What?
Go home, get changed, become a millionaire,
What's wrong
wear
with-
something fancy. We're not reviewing a Golf R, we're reviewing a bloody Bentley today, Johnny.
Right, well, all right.
So go home, get changed, we'll come back here in an hour as millionaires.
So, if I could take you over a few points of the Bentley, the speed. Yeah, so obviously you can see it's in one of the most ridiculous colours you could possibly imagine, this being, well, the car I was talking about seems to have he genuinely wasn't supposed to leave just then.
So today you join me in a 2023 Bentley Flying Spur Speed.
The speed! Brad, do you want to come back, mate?
Now, the reason why we've chose this car is one, because we could get our hands on it. Two, it's gold.
I love gold!
Three, the price, which we'll go over later. So in terms of millionaire, this, I believe, in my opinion, has to be one of the greatest luxury cars for the money ever made.
Brad has quite literally run off with the Bentley and forgotten me. He's gone to, he's either gone to get changed into his millionaire outfit, or he's currently talking to himself about the Bentley, and he's probably going to do that for a very long time.
Now, it isn't just a big, comfy limousine, it is also an absolute powerhouse. The speed! The speed! Speed! I can see why they called it the Speed. Under the bonnet of this big luxury limousine is a 6-litre W12 engine. Now, for those of you at home that do not know what a W12 is, it's basically two V6s bolted together. Now, for the nerds at home who are probably now shouting, "Oh, you're wrong." Well, I've brought my own nerd with me. So to give you a bit more detail, I will let Nerd Brad explain. I can't stand this guy.
Hello, I'm Nerd Brad. Now, back in the 80s, VW decided they wanted to put a 6-cylinder engine in one of their 4-cylinder front-engine cars. The problem is the V6 was slightly too big, so a clever engineer decided to decrease the angle of the V6 from 60 degrees down to 15 degrees. The beauty of the VR6, which it was called, had the same power as a V6, but in the similar size to a single-block engine. Now, a cheeky chap by Ferdinand Pierre decided to use two VR6s in the shape of a V12, in essence making a V of V's, hence W12. It's very efficient on power, it's very powerful, but it's only about the length of a V8 engine, so it means it takes up a lot less space and it produces a lot more power. Now, Bentley decided to put a W12 in their Bentley Continental GT. Very immensely powerful, but very refined. Now, an interesting fact about the W12 is Ferdinand Pierre was a huge advocate, and in the 1920s...
Get back in the boot! We're going to go join Johnny again, because I also need to get changed. And then we shall continue with the day of being budget millionaires.
So as you can see, I've turned up to the garage. I am now dressed suitably resplendently. Now, I didn't know that Brad owned a suit, so let's see what he's wearing.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? What are you wearing? I'm dressed exactly like a Bentley driver / millionaire.
This is the modern millionaire. We're not back in Downton Abbey.
But Downton, at least I don't like an oil sheik who drank all his oil. I think we've gone in very different directions here.
See, I don't know why Johnny's decided to dress as his grandfather, the modern millionaire / billionaire. If you see anyone with money these days, this. As comfortable as this is, one, it's very cold. Two, you see a lot of hypercars and supercars in the sort of UAE, but it's sort of, so you have to pull up like a lady to get in.
Millionaires.
So there's nothing to see here, just 2 millionaires and a servant in the back.
Yes, we forgot to introduce you to the, of course, a millionaire's got to have some lackey to do
A millionaire's
all of his,
got to have help. I'm already getting very strange looks.
Well, I mean, it's actually quite difficult opening these really heavy doors, isn't it? So,
Yes.
You got to get someone. Brad, I think your seatbelt is trying to kill me for being too poor. What was that about?
Is that like a self-tightening? That was odd. Maybe it's just the car's way of saying, don't worry, I'm going to look after you because you're a millionaire. Yeah, it's just the car's way of, reinforcing your hope that it's there.
So yes, say hello to our manservant Zach. He's the minion today to do all the heavy lifting for us because of course we're millionaires. We don't have to lift fingers, do we?
I'm not going to lie.
We don't lift fingers, we point them.
I have to say already wearing this outfit in this car, I feel like fucking rich.
The business.
Yes, I feel like I'm about to do some deals and businessy things and buy things. Right, so people at home might be wondering, why are we doing this episode? Because it seems random, which is a justified response, but in today's world of fluctuating car prices, influencers that want to sort of make out that they're rich and they're not actually that rich. Speaking to the owner, who wants to remain anonymous, probably because he sells people diamonds or oil.
Or all three.
Or all three. This car is only a year old. He picked it up with 7,000 miles on the clock.
That's not very many miles.
It was half price.
Half price?
Within a year, it has lost half of its value.
That is remarkable depreciation.
So this car, when they came out, they were about 240,000-ish.
Okay.
This one's been specced up to the nines.
And at this spec?
A sticker price was just under 320 grand. Which, hang on, even in today's obscene world of hyper luxury.
I don't know why I'm looking like this. I'm a millionaire and of course I can afford that.
Oh, that's nothing to us. Let's have 4.
Yes.
But the equivalent, so the Rolls-Royce Ghost, for example, or the Phantom, you're talking 500,000.
You are indeed.
So even brand new, this is a lot cheaper than them.
You see, this is the cheap alternative.
See, we're getting down to the budget end of the thing.
This is
But the fact that a year later, with only 7,000 miles on the clock,
where did it leave
it's
half of its value?
lost £160,000.
Where did it leave? Where did that money go?
I think they might have left them on their yacht, or on their plane, or on a different island. Maybe the other 160,000 is in another one of their Bentleys.
Half of the car.
Half of the value, which is just so. You've got to say to yourself, I mean, this is a brand new car.
Yes, I mean.
Why would you buy this car new?
Well, I mean, if you can get it half price only 1 year later. I mean, the one question I suppose you have to address is the fact that if you do have this kind of money, you do want the brand new, the newest, the shiniest. But if you are a budget millionaire, which is what we are today, you could save half the price.
Now,
just
hang on.
waiting a year. And who's going to know that this is the 2023 and not the 2024 flying spur?
I already know there's going to be people in the comments saying 160,000 isn't budget. Hang on, for millionaires, that's cheap.
That's yes. You have to understand.
Like,
we
that's
are
like buying a
millionaires.
Snickers bar.
Yes, we are millionaires. You are filthy, dirty little peasants, and this is a very sensible.
I mean, peasants. They're all
practical
peasants.
vehicle with a very practical price tag.
Yeah, and it's the fact that you can literally buy 2 of these a year old for the price of a new one, which is what the owner did. So rather than pay the price for new, he bought a his and hers Bentley on the same day. So he bought his wife a sort of, again, not brand new, but a year old Bentley Continental GT. So they had a his and hers matching day. He says, well, why buy this when I can buy 2?
I mean, so if you are sat there at home thinking, hey, I'm a bit of a budget millionaire and I fancy buying a Bentley, wait 1 year and then buy 2 instead. They tell us that, we don't give sensible advice, that we're stupid people with stupid cars and stupid ideas, but wait a year, get 1 extra Bentley.
There's about 17,000 different materials in this car.
And they're all very shiny and very nice looking.
Oh, and do you know the problem of being a millionaire for the day? these peasants waiting, blocking my road.
Yeah, well, this is after all your road.
I mean, dressed like this, why don't I just buy the road?
I mean, you own the whole country around them, of course. Why
Yes.
not? Why do they not just move out of the way?
I know.
'Cause
Go, peasants, go! £160,000 is still a lot of money. But when we talk about budget, we are mentioning the fact that this is the same price as the brand new 7 Series. So in theory, this Bentley is the same price as a BMW.
Yes, and given the choice, I mean, obviously, Bentley's a small cut above, I would say, when it comes to at least your image. BMWs make fabulous cars. We just discussed this recently on the channel. But if I had the choice to spend £170,000 on a BMW or a Bentley, I think I'm going to pick the Bentley, I'm afraid.
We are. I'm not going to lie, this car is enormous.
It was really quite big. Do you know how big this is?
I don't know the stats, but when it was parked next to the Ranger earlier, it is 2 feet longer. About 2 feet longer than the Ranger.
2 feet?
Yeah, it's enormous. I mean, this is a limousine.
Actually, now you come to mention it, I've just noticed the bonnet is so long, it follows the curvature of the Earth.
Yes, it's got its own horizon.
That is really quite astonishing.
Like, we can't see the hood ornament at the bottom.
No.
We know it's there,
It's there somewhere, definitely.
but we can't see it.
There's just too much Bentley in
There's
the way.
just too much Bentley. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that kind of defeats the point of the W12, like I said earlier. It's about the same length as a V8.
Why is your servant taking so long to open this door? Come on, boy! Shoddy service.
Oh,
Terrible.
Shocking.
It's almost as though we don't pay him any money.
Oh, God. We need to fuel our millionaire mindset. What is this establishment, this McDonald's?
This is a fast food restaurant chain.
What does fast food mean, Bradley? What does this mean?
You know when the servants bring you the food very quickly because we're millionaires?
Oh, well, that sounds brilliant. What is this Big Mac? Is this millionaire food? Is Mac short for McMillionaire?
I do feel like a dictator though driving this.
You look like a
It's-
dick.
Hello?
I can hear the peasant.
Is he speaking to me? Hello?
I think he must
Hi,
be.
I'll be just a minute.
Not a problem.
She said a minute. I thought this was fast food.
Being made to wait as a millionaire, we don't do this.
Have you tried throwing money at them?
Have you ordered on the app today?
No, sorry.
Okay, what can I get for you?
Do you do lobster?
Sorry, what?
Lobster? Do you do lobster?
Crab?
No, we don't.
Caviar?
No.
Do you do champagne?
Chateauneuf de Pape.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, no, it's normal food
Wait,
they do here.
you have to order this off this screen here.
Oh, right. What would you like?
I'll have the chicken share box, please. I think that comes with strippers.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, what dip would you like?
Dip.
Dip.
Gold?
Oil.
Oil? Oh, an oil dip.
Oil. I quite like the sound of that.
No, but what dips have you got, sorry?
Ketchup, barbecue, sweet and sour, and curry.
They don't have
and
oil.
sweet chili and garlic mayo.
I think I'll go for the barbecue.
Okay. Peasant in the back, what would you like?
I would like a vanilla milkshake, please.
Can I have one vanilla milkshake, please?
Yeah, and then
What dip would you like?
barbecue, please, and then nothing for the gentleman in the back, of course. I'll have a vanilla milkshake, please.
We don't have any vanilla milkshakes, sorry.
Is the gun in the boot?
Do you take Bitcoin?
No, I don't.
No, it's one of those normal places. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, does this mean we have to use real currency?
No.
Hang on. We're driving a Bentley, and they expect us to use fiat currency. That's a money joke. Okay. He's approaching
You don't take diamonds, gold, Bitcoin, nothing like that, no?
He's approaching you with a weapon. What is that?
What's this device? Sorry, is this how normal people pay?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's a card reader.
And just like that, I've transferred very little money, and my bank accounts, my stocks and shares haven't been affected.
Remarkable.
Smashing.
Thank you.
You see, this
Strange
McDonald's
peasant.
is an interesting place.
Does that peasant live in that window then?
I was going to say, is that his home?
I suppose it is. Poor people are awfully funny. Why am I holding this greasy hot bag?
The Range Rover then, you know, you can get a top spec autobiography Range Rover for a similar price to this second hand, and it's just, to me, the two cars are nowhere in the same league. I understand that they do different things. So for example, you can't take this off-road. I mean, you could, but you'd be replacing a lot of carbon fibre.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend it.
No, and the image as well. So, like, driving around this, we're getting looks off everyone.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, even where we live, in Stoke-upon-Trent, we see a lot of Range Rovers everywhere. They're all really quite pedestrian these days, whereas a bright gold Bentley Flying Spur Speed, the Speed! Yeah, you don't quite see those quite as often, do you?
Zach, you okay in the back there?
We don't care.
I don't care. Shut up.
Where's that noise coming from the back?
Have you turned your aircon on without asking at the back?
So my cooled seat on, thank you very much.
Have you got your massage seat on?
Maybe.
Right, you're fired.
Yep. Right. Right, that'll be the fourth time this week he's been killed.
Visor come up randomly. I didn't even press anything.
No, it's because it's in privacy mode. That's why.
The peasant's been using the privacy.
Should we have our food?
Actually, that's really quite good. We should have thought of that sooner, actually.
What?
We should have hidden the peasants.
Yeah, you scum this down, you bastard. Should we have our food?
Yes, well, I suppose. This big flavour wraps.
Yeah.
I say, Brad, there. This puppy food is actually really quite good. See you, Zach. Take care, brother. I'm going to step outside now.
I'm not going to
I don't want crumbs and shit.
Can it wait 5 minutes? We'll get tips.
Yeah,
so just while we're setting the cars up, then you can eat it.
Just put this back in there.
Shit, it's still recording as well. Steering fault.
I don't know what Brad's done, but he's managed to trigger every single warning, like a PDC fault. On a serious note, we might have broken the Bentley. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Well, we haven't moved.
It's triggered every single blind spot assist exit warning. Currently unavailable. Passenger airbag on. Well, that's good. At least the airbag's working. Bentley safeguard restricted.
There's definitely like a...
Bentley dynamic ride system fault.
What the fuck? Obstacles cannot be detected. The steering's locked.
Try to turn it completely off and then turn it back on again.
Yeah, let's get out. Let's let it reset. Close.
Do you want me to reach it for you?
Yes, please.
A few moments later.
Early breakdown assistance with came here from the AA. Can I check the registration, please? Because there's a private plate. Right, I'm straight up for you now. Okay, not a problem. So I've come back to Bentley's blonde stain, the colour yellow.
That's correct, yeah.
Very yellow.
Yeah, 2023 model, so it's recognised straight away. Does it not start at all then?
The engine's on. It can move forward and backwards. It's the steering's locked.
And it's thrown up every fault code. Basically.
Yeah, it's like the collision, the blind side faults, everything.
Sure. We could take a few details, get some assistance out to you, so that's not a problem.
Just a quick update. So the AA guy got here. Didn't really want to touch anything electronic with the Bentley, which is understandable. Didn't have the towing capacity to actually tow the Bentley, because it is about 2.5 tons. And now we're currently waiting for the big guns to turn up. They've had to order in something that can actually move the Bentley, because it turns out we can't actually drive it again.
We broke a Bentley.
We did a thing. And
So
it's
the video's
not,
now changed.
Yeah, it's not clickbait if we did the thing. And we did break a Bentley. We literally cannot drive it. We're waiting for someone to move it.
So, an update on today. We have broken the Bentley.
Somehow, we're so rich, we've broken the car.
No, I think the car has now realised we're actually poor. We're trying to be rich.
And it thinks we're stealing it.
Yeah, it thinks we're stealing the car.
And it's immobilised
because
itself.
what's happened is, during our lunch break, we pulled over. Zach needed to go because he's a peasant.
We put him back in the hole.
We've put him back in the hole. And then we've turned the car back on, and about 17,000 electrical faults.
Every single electrical fault fired up.
The steering's locks failed, the PCD's failed, the collision assist sensors have failed, the parking sensor, the blind side awareness things failed, the temperatures have failed, everything's just failed.
With my technical expertise, I have diagnosed that it's actually a very small electronic fault that has failed to check the systems and has basically stopped the car saying, no, you can start it up, but I'm not going to let you drive anywhere.
And my sort of technical experience, it's fucked.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. That's a better way of putting it.
Yeah. So I can understand potentially why this was half the price.
Maybe that's what it is. But
Maybe that's
before
why.
we make that decision, we've done the ultimate tech move of we're going to turn it off and then turn it back on again and see if that works. Right, the moment of truth. We've just got back in the Bentley, having left it. We've done the classic, turn it off and then turn it back on again. Will it work? There it goes.
So we're either going to have 1,000 fault codes come up on the screen, or it's going to start the engine and no issues at all. Come on. No. Oh, shit. So we have a steering fault, stop assistant fault. What else? Dynamic distance monitor fault. Blind spot assistant fault.
I think they get the idea. It's almost every fault, and it's firing all of them.
Bentley safeguard restricted fault. Dynamic ride system fault.
It's every single fault.
I think it's fucked, Johnny.
We're going to have to make the very painful call to the owners to say, hey, you know that Bentley we have? Yeah, it's broke.
I can understand why it was second-hand. Why it was cheap.
We are so poor, we couldn't even last in a Bentley for one day.
Yeah.
Being a budget billionaire / millionaire / Bentley owner is much harder than it looks.
Son of a bitch.
Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching today's video, and
we'll see you in the next
we'll see you next time.
If we're not thrown into the Bastille for 1,000 years for breaking a Bentley.
I think the thumbnails now change. Rather than millionaire on a budget, I think it's we broke a Bentley. Simple as that.
Well, we've got a new thumbnail, I guess.
Yeah.
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. So they've finally come to pick the Bentley up. It's now close to midnight. The AA have come to our rescue because, yeah, they sent 2 other trucks previously that weren't big enough, was not strong enough to lift this big old bitch up. But it's been a long ass day. Thanks to the Bentley for trying at least. And thanks to the AA for saving the day. So let's take it home, and hopefully the owner's in bed so he doesn't see his pride and joy coming off a recovery truck.